Haney don't got no business even in my conversation.
At all.
I'm a champion. Where you at?
The only champion in the DMV at 130.
The only champion.
__. Beneath me don't got no business even in my conversation at all. I'm a champ. Were you at the only champion in the DMV at 130? Only champion Tank may be fighting Lamont Roach in March next year, but things are heating up. Just hours ago Bill Haney went all out on Tank, and now even Edgar Bunga wants to fight him too, and that's just the beginning, with Tank and Lamont Roach recently getting into a heated fight. Let's catch you up on what has been going. A rematch clause, people, so get ready for 2 fights. But yes, and after I beat him the second time I probably would ask the WBA to let me go up to 140 and fight. The big puncher from Baltimore is now set to return to the ring in March to defend his title against current WBA super featherweight champion Lamont Roach, who is going up in weight for the showdown. The fight was originally set to be held in December, before being pushed back 3 months, but despite the delay, Roach has fired words at Tank, telling TMZ Sports that he plans on getting the finish C and B with each. One thing about it, the city I anticipated to be fight of the year. For all those who don't know, I can bully. When I'm in there, I'm in my zone, I'm in my jam. I'm going to surprise a lot of people and shock a lot of people when I hope to knock Tank out, who doesn't want to win by knockout. I'm going to be training for it no matter how it goes. If it goes 12, if it goes 10, if it goes 8, if it goes 1, I'll be training to make sure I can knock him out in any round. Everybody seeing the 2 fight, both our fights, is on YouTube, so everybody know that it never got bad for me with nobody in the __. Regardless, and if you want to go into the vault, my father got tapes of SP. This is where things get hot. Lamont Roach Jr. doesn't just want to win, he wants to take Tank's head off, and he's been saying it loud and clear. On the flip side, Gervonta Davis is watching Roach with the same words he put out on social media: I tell you not to talk so much, it can be bad for you. You know that already, though. Ing tweeted, and if you remember, the follow-up was even colder, saying nothing. That's all. 2 words: silence can be louder than all the noise, but everybody be talking __. To Janty, it don't be coming out good for them, my __. Just keeping their past as gasoline to the fire. Back in their Amadi days, the 2 were at the top of their game, fighting it out at the Junior Olympics. In the national championships, Davis beat Roach in both meetings, but controversy shadowed those fights. Points were deducted on both sides, and Rook has never fully agreed with the results. I don't think he should have won, Roach admitted, though he respects the scoring system. Their rivalry was 1 and 2 in the country back then. Now it's about being number 1 in the world. The fight announcement wasn't without backlash. Fans were quick to criticize the matchup, blaming Davis of cherry-picking. Roach wasn't even a full lightweight, but here's where Roach flips the narrative. He knows people question him, he knows the words about him being undersized are not ready, and he's owning it, saying he's definitely different, he's world-class, just like I am. An MF can fight, I know what I'm capable of, I'm one of them, so why not show the world? For him, it's not just about proving he deserves, it's about stealing the spotlight from the guy who's never lost. Whether he's a champion or not, you're getting a guy lighter than you to come up and wait to make you look good again. Davis, on the other hand, seems unfazed, while Rook D is into the underdog part with confidence. Davis keeps the aura of certainty. His 30 record says louder than words. His 28 knockouts tell you why people don't bet against him, and yet he's taking this fight seriously. Tank doesn't do soft touches, even if the critics label this fight as one who knows. Roach has grown since their amateur days, and he knows what's at stake. Tank fighting Mr. Roach, Lamont Roach. I mean, I think that the online reaction is a little bit unfair, like everybody hates the fight, but Lamont Roach is a good fighter, like it's not like. But the problem is no one knows who he is, and I think with Tank's position in the B, people want him to be in the big fights, and it's not a big fight, but Lamont Roach is a good fighter, like, and if you know your boxing, you know it's a good fight. But he is a super fever. Rook has been talking up the fight as a war. I'm going to shock a lot of people, he promised, and it's not just talk. Rook thinks he has the tools to make Tank uncomfortable: speed, accuracy, and a touch of chaos. That's the recipe he's bringing. But let's not forget the elephant in the room. Rook himself admitted he wasn't really like a deadly knockout puncher or anything like that when we were kids. Now he's a monster, and Baltimore guys don't music like. It was a DC guy that I got in tour with, you know what me, so one of the older guys named Dana, a knockout artist who stops fights before they begin. However, even with all this fire, there's one person who sees this fight as well as an easy day for Tank. Bill Haney has never been shy about sharing his opinion on Tank, and his latest comments have stirred up even more heat. Speaking in an interview with TV, Haney Sr. did not hold back describing Davis as a fighter who avoids real opponents and downplaying the upcoming matchup against Lamont Roach. The Tank isn't looking for challenges, he's looking for simple paydays. Bill fired. It's clear he isn't pleased with the Davis vs. Roach fight, and why would he be? Tony, this is just another example of Davis staying clear of fighters who pose a real threat. When is he going to fight someone, he said, mocking Tang's pick of opponents. The sarcasm in his voice was heavy, almost daring Davis to reply, "We already ready to go to 40 bro. Inside the weight classes when we moving just like, __. Is moving now brother, if it's too hot at 30 we already ready to." The high Davis feud isn't new, it's been a fight of words, insults and near physical altercation since late 2023. It escalated when Devin Haney publicly called Davis __, igniting a fire that hasn't been put out. Devin reacted by belittling Haney after his defeat to Ryan Garcia, and even a leaked video of a sparring session between the two at Floyd Mayweather's gym added fuel to the fire. The tension boiled over during a meeting outside of Las Vegas club in June where the two camps nearly came to blows. Now Bill Haney has stepped into the spotlight, taking shots at Davis for dodging bigger obstacles. Our competition breeds greatness, and Gervonta Tank Davis proves he is not great. The Cash App is for Bill. Lamont Roach isn't the name he wants to hear. Link with Javin. While Roach is the WBA super featherweight champion, Haney Sr. questioned his trustworthiness. "I haven't even heard much about this fight, have you?" he said, pretending to forget that the fight is scheduled for March 1, 2025. It was originally slated for December, but the delay hasn't added any value to Haney's view. He made it clear that he doesn't see Roach as a real threat. Dismissing the bout is just another soft touch for Tank. "Knock it off, Calvin, man. Get off of Twitter, man, and knock it off, man. If you the face of boxing, then send over something, man, you know what I'm saying, something respectful like you really." Bill Haney's real frustration lies in what he sees as a pattern to him. Davis has been cherry-picking opponents and avoiding the fighters everyone wants to see him face, fighters like Devin Haney, Shocker Stevenson and Vaso Lomachenko. When is Tank going to fight someone who can really test him? Bill pressed. "It's not just about Tank winning, it's about the quality of those wins." Haney Sr. believes that Davis is deliberately staying away from fights that could tarnish his perfect 30 record. The topic of Shocker Stevenson came up during the interview and Haney was blunt: "The fight will not happen, not with a Tank. He doesn't want that smoke." Haney Stevenson represents the type of opponent Davis is avoiding, a skilled tactical fighter with the potential to expose weaknesses. And while Haney admitted that a Davis vs. Stevenson bell would be a favorable fight, he doesn't believe it will ever become a reality. "I give it 50-50s." He acknowledged Stevenson's abilities, while subtly jabbing at Tank's reluctance. "'Cause my son, hey listen, 'cause my son knocked that __, out, 'cause my son knocked Tank the __, out." That's why Haney also took a moment to dismiss the hype around Davis's why over Frank Martin. While many saw it as a dominant performance, Bill wasn't impressed. "Oh my God, when is he going to fight someone?" he scoffed, doubling down in his claim that Tank's resume is padded with fighters who don't belong in the ring with him. The tension between Haney and Davis is personal and professional. Bill Haney isn't just a bystander, he's Devin's biggest supporter, strategist and promoter. His criticisms of Tank aren't just about boxing, they're about defending his son's legacy. Devin Haney, the undisputed lightweight champion at the time of his feud with Davis, has long been seeking a fight with Tank, but the two camps have never been able to agree on terms, leaving fans wondering if the dream matchup will ever happen. To Haney Sr., "This isn't a coincidence. Tank is avoiding real fighters for a reason," he said, "and that reason, according to him, is fear of losing, fear of being exposed, fear of stepping into the ring with fighters like Dion or Shocker who won't fold under pressure. Feel like no bully, man, you know what I'm saying." So to all the Tank Davis fans and all that you know what I'm saying, doing a great job. "Listen man, I mean, you know, I don't know, man, you know what I mean. What do we do? Because it's feeling like a bully. Because they saying everything seeming like he's scared. You know this business, you know, when the millions is for Davis the narrative is different." His team has argued that scheduling conflicts and injuries have limited his options, leaving